I feel that it's an incredibly exciting time for me to be taking over this role because we're in a great financial position. After the downturn of 2008, we had some work to do to stabilize our businesses and brands. It was a tough time for us. And now we're in a very strong financial position, and we have a wonderful CEO in Trudy Raudio. She's a very known quantity for us, having been with us for 15 years. And I think that there's a great trust in her from the family shareholders, from the business leaders. So we're very well positioned both in our strategy, in having a plan for Ambition 2015, in our leadership, and in being in a strong financial position to really invest in our brands and our businesses and move things forward.
Are there any certain elements in the business that are really exciting at the moment? Obviously the hotel side, and we're seeing quite a good rebound in the US at the moment. So is the hotel side really one of the most exciting parts at the moment?
The hotel side is absolutely one of the most exciting parts, and we're standing here in our Radisson Blu Aqua in Chicago, which is our first Radisson Blu property in the US, but we have two more that will be opening shortly. The Mall of America in our headquarters state of Minnesota, and the Radisson Blu in Philadelphia. And that momentum is very exciting here in the US. At the same time, we're expanding all over the world. Our Asia Pacific pipeline is predicted to double the number of hotels that we have in Asia Pacific over the next few years, and that's an exciting growth market for us. So we're really seeing hotels pull in terms of both the growth and the brand positioning in the market.
We've obviously seen a big rebound in travel in the US, both domestically and internationally. Are you quite confident for the next 12 months in the States in terms of what the travel market's going to do?
Quite confident is something that I don't think anyone should say in today's world because there's a lot of volatility. The US is looking strong, as is Asia Pacific. Europe continues to be a worry for the travel market, both for our hotel business and for travel. It's not terrible, but it's unpredictable. But certainly in the US, we're seeing, pulling growth, pulling RevPAR in our hotels, so we're excited about that.
Obviously, we're seeing a bit of a return with the MICE market and whatnot. Groups is obviously a big part of the business. Have you been happy to see what's happened with the MICE market the last 2 quarters and finally seeing that getting back to levels of where it should be?
We are very excited about that, and as you may know, MICE has been a part of Carlson's heritage from our marketing company. For years we were in that business within marketing, and so we're very pleased to see it within CWT and the growth in that. And it's an exciting business, and it's a place for collaboration for us between our hotels and travel group.
Obviously, it's one of the biggest family-owned companies in the world. It must be exciting to be taking on the role and being really, going forward in terms of a lot of companies have gone down the listed side of things, but this has obviously stayed as a big family business. And what's that like?
It's very exciting to be part of that. This year will be our 75th year in business, and that's a rare feat for any company. And as a family company, we're proud of that heritage. We see a big challenge going forward to sustain our success. The thing that I think is really important right now as I take over the role of chair is that there's a strong investment, not just from me, but from my fellow cousins and sibling share owners to really be committed to this business. So we want to stay in the business, we want to stay private, we love being part of an active operating business, and that's our plan to really fight it out in all our businesses to stay there.
Something I do want to ask is about loyalty. I mean, America's the capital of loyalty anywhere in the world, of loyal flyers and loyal hotel stays.
Yeah.
And tell us a bit about loyalty within the business. Are you seeing a lot of loyalty, and do you expect something like that trend to continue, or do you think we'll get back to a position where people are just going for the cheapest rate on the day, which is more of a global trend, I guess?
We still think loyalty is really important, and we've been investing significantly in our loyalty program. We've doubled the size of our program. We're at 10 million and still growing. We've created credit card partnerships that are pulling really well. Loyalty is a place we're investing. We think it helps us with our revenue generation programs. So we're not walking away from loyalty and to compete on price. So we'll certainly continue to monitor the market, and we look we look to pricing tools to be pricing competitively to the market, but loyalty is a big driver, and we think we're going to be giving Carlson Hotels customers even more reasons to be loyal to us as we work to create bright spots in their stays, things that make it memorable and unique, and that's a huge opportunity area for us.
Well, the hotel we're in right now is setting quite a benchmark for that. How does this hotel stack up from a business traveller's perspective, you being a business traveller?
Well, I couldn't imagine as a business traveller any place I'd rather stay than this hotel. But this hotel has really exceeded our expectations for its first year performance. It's pulling very well with business travelers and creating a strong place in a competitive market because Chicago has some really strong business hotels, and this is performing very well.
And this is obviously a taste of what we can expect throughout the US with the other Radisson Blues that are coming up and around the world as well.
This is absolutely a taste of what we can expect. And I think, here, I don't know if you've noticed, the design is a really interesting design that fuses modern, contemporary elements with elements of old Chicago. We have incredible photographs of some of the kind of industrial history of Chicago, murals of old Chicago. So I think in the Radisson Blu you'll see that contemporary feeling everywhere you go, but also some unique design touches that really link the property to its own market.
And last but not least, Carlson's got a very long history in the food and beverage side and in restaurants in particular. How important nowadays is it getting the restaurant right in a hotel? I think we're seeing that trend still continue to come back in and have an importance on restaurants in hotels from an operator's perspective where you've done it for so long. I mean, what are you expecting going forward?
I think it's really important so long as you have the right restaurant in the hotel. And we have two concepts for our restaurants, Fellini Bar and Grill and the Fire Lake restaurant, that we think are strong restaurant companions to our properties. And they have a lively sense of a restaurant that you would find off the street. And it's important not to have an isolated, quiet hotel restaurant, and both of our concepts are ones that we think will expand well across the globe.
And Minneapolis obviously coming online very, very soon. You must be excited having another flagship hotel in the hometown.
We are very excited, and the Mall of America is one of the top tourist destinations in all of America, and so for us to be able to have a new Radisson Blu in that market, in that location, will really showcase our hotel to a broad global market. Perhaps not all business travelers, many shoppers, but it will be a really interesting addition to our portfolio. And then we hope to update our flagship property in downtown Minneapolis as well to Blue status.